here, and it's Eagle Golf TV. We're back actually down here at Manning's Heath Golf Club with one of our ambassadors. You can see him there, Ryan Harmer. It's been a 4-hour drive this morning, but well worth it. The sun is just peeking through and it's set to be a lovely, lovely morning. Now, we're going to go and catch up with Ryan and take you through what a day in the life of a tour pro would look like. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this video. Probably going to be split into kind of 3 or 4 parts throughout the morning and day, what he's up to. I think this is going to give you a really good insight into what a tour pro does on a day-to-day basis to get their game sharp and prepare for a tournament. So we'll head over to Ryan now. Looks like he started, and yeah, we'll see what he's up to. Morning, Ryan. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, all good, thanks. Yeah, how are you?
Yeah, good, thanks, mate. Not too bad. Good. Sorry for waking you up so early this morning.
I'm always up early, so not a problem.
Early riser.
Yeah.
Tour golf, isn't it?
That's part of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Part of it, though.
Yeah.
Don't have time to lay in bed.
No. Get up and get out, do something. Yeah. So how you been, mate? All good?
Yeah, all good, thanks. Yeah.
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 Busy week last week?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
But a good week.
Yeah.
Into the week especially.
Yeah.
Yeah, managed to get the All-Merit win on the European Players Tour.
Nice.
At Woking on Friday, so that was nice.
Beautiful. Good golf course to do it at as well.
Woken's really nice. The final one of the 3 Ws I managed to play. So.
Oh, awesome! You played them all now.
I've played them all. Yeah, West Hill, Wolfson, Woking.
Yeah, we'll save the review because we don't want to get any members upset, do we?
No, exactly.
but obviously that'll have a special place with obviously picking up the Order Merit win. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
So what's the plan for the rest of the winter? Kind of what you got in store?
Yeah, so actually quite exciting for me. So early December, I'm heading out to Thailand to go to Asian Tour Q School.
Nice.
So yeah, just getting prepped for that now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to be far away. So.
No. What is it today? 29th? 29th of October?
So yeah,
so you got about a month?
Just about a month, yeah.
So you're heading out there on the 2nd. What's kind of the plan between now and then? Is there any tournaments or is it literally just kind of grinding?
Yeah, there's no tournaments now really. It's just a case of practice, grinding, try and play as much as I can. Fairly dry golf courses around the area.
It's tough to find at the moment.
Yeah, a lot of them are underwater or muddy.
Yeah.
So yeah, want to try and do that, play as much as I can, and get ready for going out to Asia.
Yeah, some money games on the line is in the next few weeks.
Yeah.
Try and take some members' cash.
Get the juices flowing.
Yeah. Good. So I think what we're going to do today, Ryan, is just be a bit of a fly on the wall and kind of see what your prep's going to look like for obviously tour school. So you've obviously just set up this morning on the putting green. So if you want to take the guys through a little bit like what you're doing and maybe how you structure your practice sessions and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I mean this is like my kind of go-to sort of fundamental setup, kind of check drill if you like. So I use the Phil Kenyon template mat here. This is a 6-foot putt, and basically just got kind of a fake hole. So I putt towards that, and then I've got the tee past that to foot past the hole for the speed as well. So it's really.
So are you aiming to get it a foot past?
Yeah. So really, ideally, my speed wise, I want to be kind of getting it, pretty much in that little kind of gap between the hole and the tee, if you like. Yeah. And then this is just a really good sort of setup in terms of making sure my club face is square, getting my alignment right with my aim, and then also just kind of a little bit of stroke with the slight arc on the mat. So
nice.
It's it's a really good one for me. Just to kind of, I do this probably 10-15 minutes almost every day.
Yeah.
Just kind of keeping on top of that and keeping the fundamentals in place.
Yeah, nice. And obviously you do aim point as well, so that's a big thing for the foot pass. All the reads are measured on it being a foot pass pace. Yeah, that is right.
Yeah, exactly. So and people don't always think about actually even on short putts getting the speed correct is so vital. Dying at the hole too much or obviously hitting it too far. Like if you're getting your speed really dialed in this area especially, it's going to help you even more to hold out better. Yeah. So I think that's a really big thing as well.
No, I think you're right, and especially on greens where we're playing on where then no green's perfect, but they're less perfect. Having that confidence to hit it a foot past when you've only got 2 foot is it's quite a good thing because it takes the break out of it and takes any snakes out of it that might be in the green.
Yeah, and it's just a little bit more of a, I guess, a positive stroke and a little bit more confidence to show that you are in control of your speed.
Yeah.
I think, as I say, that's a really important thing.
Yeah, nice. Well, let's see a few.
Yeah.
See if you've. Let's put them on to the test.
No pressure there. Yeah, I've got the little gate with the T's, which is a good kind of indicator of my start line as well. So yeah, a little bit short with the speed there. A bit of moisture on the green this morning.
Bit dewy, bit of mist just rolled in or rolled off.
Yeah.
Nice. Perfect 1 foot cast.
Yeah.
So look at
So
this
I
mat.
also, the good thing is, oh, you stop.
Yeah, that's alright. Keep talking.
Yeah, the good thing is with this hole being here as well is I can actually move it, I guess, further away or closer.
Yeah.
So I normally start with like a 6 foot and then I'll move it out to like a 10.
Yeah.
Again, so I'm dialing in my speed really inside 10 feet, let's say, but then I've got the kind of start line and fundamental checks in place to.
Yeah, without having to pick up your whole station.
No, I'm not moving everything around crazily about. So
Yeah.
good way to. I definitely recommend getting like a kind of a fake hole.
Yeah. I've got a few of them. They're really useful. I tend to use one of my biggest things is kind of the pace. Kind of, I've got like a mat for the 10, 20, 30 foot, and then the different tempos.
Yeah.
That's kind of like my go-to when putting. If my putting's off, it's often my pace.
Yeah.
And I go back and just kind of like train your body to use different tempos.
Yeah. That's the classic aim point speed drill there.
Yeah. Nice. Perfect. It gives you a similar thing with the arc. I think just having some kind of visuals down there, and like you say with the T's and everything, that's a brilliant little mat there just to keep everything in check.
It's really, I've had this pretty much since the start of the year, and I feel like just doing this repeatedly, just a little bit each day, really helps my confidence. That's kind of one area that I really needed to improve this year, and I feel like it has.
Yeah, that's good.
So yeah.
It's nice when a plan comes together.
Yeah. Exactly.
Sweet. Full routine on everything, Ryan?
Yeah, exactly. I think that's such an important thing as well in the practice. That you're going through your routine every time.
Yeah.
As if you're obviously playing.
Yeah.
It is so easily done where you just kind of, I guess, go through the motions a little bit. Don't really pay too much attention or focus into it, and then obviously bad habits creep in.
Yeah.
So I think going through the routine is really, really important.
No, definitely. I think it's something that we've all been a victim of, or just get standing there just bashing and think, I can do 10 more in the same time. But actually, when you actually get out onto the golf course, it's not like that.
It's always quality over quantity.
Yeah. Perfect rep. Nice. Right, Ryan, we've got drill number 2. What we've got here, pace drill.
Yeah, got a nice little speed drill here. So basically we've got a 1 foot kind of box, the T's there.
Yeah.
And then you've set up 10 foot, 15, 20, 25 feet.
Yeah.
And really it's just hitting a putt from the heat, well, starting with the 10 foot. Obviously got to try and get it in the box for speed, and then once you do that, you can then move back all the way up the ladder, and basically just recording how many attempts it takes to complete that. So
yeah,
it's just a good little one that I like to do. If I feel like I need to really dial in my speed a little bit, especially inside this kind of range.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll give it a go.
Because not many people will know that, you know, outside, once you start getting outside, once you get outside 30 feet, you're just happy to, like, you should just be happy to, like, two putt.
On tour, they're more likely to 3 putt than hold it from out when they get to 30 feet.
30 feet, yeah. So in this range, obviously, you know, you're just looking to 2 putt really, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, you outside chance of holding it, but
yeah, the key thing is obviously you don't want to have anything worse than a 2 putt. So if you're 3 putting in this range, you really are starting to lose quite a lot of strokes.
Yeah.
So.
And obviously, if you hit it the right pace, it's got more chance of holding it.
100%, yeah. 10 foot to start. A bit long there.
Whoa.
Greens are quicker up now they're dry. But for me as well, like having the box there, it's almost a little visual that I have, like when I'm putting now, is that I've got around the hole, I've almost got like a box, I'm trying to get it in.
Yeah.
So it kind of takes away I guess the force element of like trying to make it. It's like, actually no, just try and get it to like that point, and almost the hole gets in the way.
Yeah, of course.
So I think that's a really...
Yeah, that's nice. And I'm assuming you've measured the front of the box to 10 feet, and then you've got a foot past.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you're almost like replicating that first drill again. You're wanting to hit a foot past.
Yeah, no, exactly.
The hole's a minimum.
Short now. It's like an inch short, inch long. There we go.
Perfect. Would you normally set yourself a timer on this, like 10 minutes, and see how many times you complete it?
Yeah, I'd say literally you only need to do 10 minutes max on it, and if whatever score you get, you get. So,
Yeah.
So, yeah. Normally, you know, when I'm pretty kind of dialed in with it, it's quite a quick drill to do.
Yeah. Just a tick box, right? Speed's okay next.
Yeah, exactly right. Smash that one.
You've got those little lines that it's taking all the pace off it now. But adding pace to it, should I say. So you go back to the same one.
Yeah.
You don't start again.
I do change it up from that, so sometimes I would do start again.
Yeah.
But today we'll just
Yeah.
do like the,
I guess if you wanted a bit more performance style, saying, right, I've got to complete it.
Yeah.
How long is it going to take me to complete the ladder? You could do start again, or if you just do 10 minutes at it, you could just do this.
You could say there's kind of like 2 levels to it. So
Yeah.
this one would be literally just work your way up until you complete it.
Yeah.
How many attempts it takes, or if you want to take it to a little bit of a harder level, if you do not get it in the square, then you've got to go back to the beginning.
Yeah.
So yes, I'd say there's 2 kind of elements to that.
I guess if you feel like your pace is good, like it would be a good one to do, like, oh, I'll complete the ladder, like going back to the start if I miss.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're just trying to train your speed, then this one might be the better option.
No, sure.
Nice. Would you have a target in mind? How many shots you'd normally take to complete?
To be fair, this is probably one of my worst ones.
The pressure camera.
Yeah. I think it's taken me like what? Three to get it on 10, two to get it on 15, now 3 here. So. I'd like to think that I would do like 10 and 15 pretty much straight away.
Yeah.
21 and 25, maybe one as well. So
Yeah.
I think that's like the best score that I've got on this drill. That's got to be it. Okay. Five.
Yeah.
There we go.
First one. Yeah, it's nice. So Ryan, what we've got here then, mate?
So yeah, just got a little hold out drill here that I like to do.
Yeah.
So I start with like a left to right or right to left and swap between the two. So based on my aim point stuff, so I'll set up like 5-6 footer.
Yeah.
Practicing sort of the reads, feeling in my feet, and then starting the ball on that tee just by the hole as my hole out. So
Yeah, nice.
just again, it's more trust the line as well on my ball, like actually lining it up correctly. It's quite an important thing that if you do use a line, that's a skill in itself to actually make sure you're lining it up.
Yeah,
correctly.
line it up, then put a face up, and then like you say, like trusting that line is the line that you make.
Yeah, because so many times you can put the line down, get over the ball, and you're thinking this doesn't look where I want to aim.
Yeah.
And then you end up making a tweak or change over the ball, and then you miss it.
Yeah.
So
It's should have trusted the line. I'm that.
Exactly that, and we all go through it.
Yeah.
It's just practicing that skill. I don't think everyone thinks about is actually lining the ball up correctly. It's a big part of that. And then once I know that I've lined it up correctly and trust that, it's just a case of stroking that gets speed.
Yeah. It takes another worry out of your head to think, oh, is that the right thing? Have I done that the right way? And it's another.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know it's right. Put a good stroke on it, right speed, and it goes in.
Yeah.
So nice. Right, that's it. Full routine, every shot. This is impressive. Every rep that Ryan does is full routine. It's definitely something to take away from today for sure. Straight in the centre. So you normally then swap over to some right to lefters.
Yeah, so once I've kind of hit 3 or 4 of those, feel happy with that, I'll then switch into like a right to left putt. So kind of go from here. I'll practice feeling the read with my feet slow, and I'll calculate what I think that is, and then I'll test it after I've hit the first putt. So I think this is going to be a 3% break. So I'll put the tee in where I think I need to aim. Line that up.
Big swinger.
A little bit more, so that could be speed or read.
Didn't quite go a foot past, did it?
No, so But I'll test that now with my level. Like, basically pinpoint where that kind of issue was. So that's actually at 3.6 slope, so I potentially underread that and maybe slightly underhit it as well. So I can change that now to a 4. Just go to there. Left again as well.
Big swinger.
Yeah. But it's good to assess this kind of putt as well, because although you may not get loads of these big swingers on this kind of length, it's good to train that so you kind of, it's a better way to match your line and speed.
Yeah. Nice.
That's a better putt.
Guys, I think that's a really interesting process Ryan went through there, because a lot of us that maybe use aim point, use the kind of measuring systems that Ryan's using, in our practice we might put that down first, but what Ryan actually did was he went through his normal process using his feet, tested the putt, then realised it missed, and then went back and then adjusted, so then he could then get the feel of that slope putt against what his feet are feeling, so then he can then adjust that in his mind. I think a lot of people think that the aim point measuring system is quite mechanical, when really it's the most feel-based putting you can probably have. And I think that's a really interesting way of doing it. I use aim point, I've not done that before, and I think that's something, if you do use aim point, you can really kind of take away from that. Is a really good way of kind of measuring your measuring ability, I guess, in your feet.
I think it's a better, I think having that process of like, right, what actually happened on that putt? Did I get the read right, or was it my speed, or was it my start line? And kind of having those 3 checkpoints to use each time, you can then start to obviously assess what tendencies come up more. So okay, for instance, that part I maybe underread it slightly, but the speed was okay. So when you're out on the course, you can kind of translate that and go, right, okay, why am I missing these putts today? Okay, I'm not quite on it with my read, or my speed's a little bit off, or maybe it's a start line thing. So it's just having that process where you can kind of pinpoint what is coming up more frequently to help you improve.
Yeah, I think that's one thing that aim point helped me with massively. With, first of all, like I said to you earlier, was pace, but then also then knowing what was going wrong on the golf course. So if I did miss a putt, what actually was that? And it can be like, oh, well, I didn't read it right. Whereas that kind of guessing all the time about what was it, you know, then stress about it for the rest of the round, and then you end up having a bad putting round. Whereas aim point gives you that kind of fallback on exactly what you've just said there. But I've just never seen it in a practice scenario done like that, where you've then gone back and measured it against kind of what you're feeling. So yeah, I think that was great. Yeah, real valuable bit of information there. So obviously we've gone through a couple of drills. Would you normally finish on anything else, Ryan, or kind of?
So I would then maybe finish with like a little hold out drill.
Yeah.
I like to do that. It's like a 3 to 6 foot range, and basically just hole as many as I can.
Yeah.
Changing the putt obviously each time.
Yeah.
Until I miss basically, and have a score of that. So
okay,
it's a good little one to kind of test the.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Okay.
So again, would you do this for a certain amount of time or amount of putts, or?
I normally give myself maybe like 2 or 3 lives, shall we say? So like, or 2 or 3 attempts. So if I miss, then that's, you know, I've got to start again.
Yeah.
And I always try and make sure that I do different holes each time. So I hit 4 putts around one hole, and then move to another hole if I complete that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Cool. Let's give it a go.
So I'll start with a 3 foot. And what I would say on this drill, try and pick a hole that you can have 4 different sort of scenario putts from. So like a downhill fairly straight, maybe uphill fairly straight, and then you've got like a right to left, left to right. So you're hitting different kind of putts each time.
Yeah.
I think that's a good one to kind of think about when you're choosing a hole.
Yeah, definitely.
So 4 feet.
Nice.
Okay, go 5. Side.
Nice.
Feet down here. Again, I think it's a really good way to just kind of train your routine on this as well and get really consistent with your process. Because obviously when you're on the course playing in a tournament or whatever, you want to make sure that you're very repetitive with that routine and process. So it's a really good way, I think, to get into that kind of mindset.
Nice. 4 from 4 right now?
4 for 4, yeah. So I would then now change to a different hole
Yeah.
and basically just keep going until I miss.
Until you miss. Nice. What's your highest score, do you know?
Yeah, 21.
21. And then do you just keep going 7 feet or do you go back to 3 feet from...
So I do 2 different kind of distances. So I'll do like a 3 to 6 foot
Yeah.
range, and then I'll do like a 7 to 10.
Okay, nice.
So yeah, the 7 to 10 obviously is a lot harder.
Yeah,
My
of course.
best on that is like 7 or 8.
Wow, still very good.
But yeah, just holding out those putts obviously builds the confidence. You're training the routine, training the process, left to right, right to left, uphill, downhill. You're kind of really getting a good all-round kind of, I guess, skill.
Yeah. Well, if you think about it, if we're in a round of golf, I mean, if we're chipping up to 6 feet, 3 to 6 feet, that's kind of, normal average to chip up to. Inside 3 feet is obviously a really good shot. you know, and when you hit a few within like, you know, 6 to 7 feet or whatever, then you could potentially have, you know, 15 to 18 of that length put for around a golf, couldn't you?
Yeah.
So, you know, by drilling that length is going to be massive for us. So, so yeah, thanks very much, Ryan, for that. I think that's really insightful. There's some great information in there. I know obviously you've got a library of these kind of performance drills and technical drills. Right on cue.
Yeah.
If anybody's interested in obviously finding those, where can they find them?
Yeah, so through Ryan Harmer Golf, I've got the online academy. You can find some of these drills plus a lot more. Obviously when you kind of subscribe and stuff, so you can kind of join our community, join how you can kind of practice and learn on your game, and then also getting the insights into my life as a tour pro, when I go to tournaments, how I practice, how I prepare, post-round analysis, stats, everything like that. So it's a really good way, I think, to meet new people and also help improve your golf. Yeah,
nice. Well, please do check it out, guys. It's a really good platform, and I think you'll get loads of useful information in there, and keep up to date with this fantastic chap's life as well. So yeah, please do go and check that out. Right, we'll go and do some short game now.
Do a bit of short game now?
Yeah, sweet. All right, see you next time. Yes, guys, so hope you really enjoyed that putting session there with Ryan. I certainly picked up loads and loads of stuff during that session there. I think the big takeaway for me is, once things are in a place where Ryan's happy with, it's on to the next thing. We're not dwelling on things for too long. So the technical practice was very much, you know, a few tick boxes, make sure these things are happening in the right area, and then I move on to the next thing. Ryan did mention there's a few more drills that it would normally go through, but obviously we wanted to kind of keep this video as concise as possible to keep it obviously engaging and stuff. But if you are interested in having a look at any more of the drills, then please do go and take a look at Ryan's academy. I'll post the links and all that good stuff in this description. So yeah, really good session there. I think Ryan's precision and his attention to detail is really shows in his practice and then in his game. So, you know, every single putt there was pre-shot routine in there, no matter whether it was his warm-up strokes or any of the drills. Even if it was, you know, felt like things weren't quite going well, it was still right back to the process. And I think that's a massive thing that I've been trying to do recently in my game, but we don't do so well as amateurs. And that's why, you know, these guys are the pros, is the fact that they are replicating the shots on the golf course every time. So yeah, big thanks to Ryan there. We will be working on some short game stuff next, so make sure you tune next time. Another update, guys, is by the time this video goes out, we will have launched our Black Friday sale. So if you're wanting to check out the brand, or you've had a note on one of our products for a while to go and pick it up, then please do go and check out the Black Friday sale, and you might be able to pick some bargains up. We've got things 60-70% off, so yeah, go and check that out, and I'm sure you won't be disappointed. So anyway, we'll see you next time.